Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IAS English channel. My name is Shubham Sagar and today we'll talk about this particular topic. Judiciary versus executive. Who is supreme? Which is supreme? What is supreme? We can talk about the pronoun later on. And like out of judiciary and executive, we can see a tussle is going on between judiciary and executive. Article 142, 143. They are in news. If you are following news, if you're not following news, I will tell you what the news is in just few moments from now. If you see it, like if you have a look at this particular image, you may feel like executive has a greater say. The tilt is towards the executive, is it? Why are we reading about this particular news? Why is this news in news? Oh my God, that's stupid. But again, let's focus. So we are reading about this particular issue because something happened on May 19, 2025, which was covered by The Hindu. What happened, which page they are covering it in, we'll talk about it in few moments from now. You will understand. But there are some keywords which we need to understand before we go into this article. There are so many things which are there in this article which does not concern us from UPSC perspective. So we'll focus on the things which concern us from UPSC perspective, which in turn will help you in other exams as well. So there are terms, legislature, executive, judiciary. You may feel like, so these are very key terms, like basic terms. Everybody knows about these terms. Believe me, many people don't know the basic meaning of these terms. What is a legislature? Legislature is a body which makes laws. So your parliament, your state legislature, legislative assembly councils, they are part of legislature. Please understand this. This is important. So legislature, they make laws. Parliament, state legislature. Executive, they implement laws. So your PM, Prime Minister, Sir, CM, Council of Ministers, they are part of executive. Now there is a question for you. Civil servant, which organ they are part of? You know? Legislature, executive or judiciary. Be with me, you will understand. Now there is judiciary. Judiciary will check the constitutionalities of laws and executive orders. What does it mean? All these laws passed by parliament or state legislature and executive order given by executive, PM, CM, Council of Ministers, whether they are according to constitution or not. So judiciary will check that. And in the previous lecture, I think one video I made on, I think yesterday on Tamil Nadu, why is Tamil Nadu in news? I have talked about judicial review, activism, overreach. What are these basic terms? Cool. Now the question is, we talked about PMCM. There is one particular question. The question is, our civil servants, they are part of what? They are part of, legislature, executive or judiciary. If you know it, you can post it in the comment section. Now let's come to other keyword associated or which we need to know if you want to understand this article and basic theory in general. SOP. What is SOP? Standard operating procedure? No. SOP is separation of power. Separation of power. This separation of power concept was given by Montesquieu. Montesquieu. Again, phonetics friends, pardon me if I'm pronouncing the name of that guy wrong. Separation of power. What is the basic concept of separation of power? Legislature will work in their own domain, executive will work in their own domain, judiciary will work in their own domain. Strict SOP is there in US. Nobody interferes in nobody's work. That's how they speak their English. So that means nobody interferes in other people's work. So yeah, separation of power, strict SOP in US. But in India, we have fused SOP or functional SOP. So fused SOP means if you see executive, Prime Minister is a part of executive, right? But he is also a part of legislature. Our Honorable PM Sir, Narendra Modi Sir, he is a part of Lok Sabha. Manmohan Singh Sir was part of Rajya Sabha. So Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, they are part of legislature, right? So in a way, executive is also a part of legislature. So this is fused SOP. This is functional SOP, which we have in our country. US, they have strict SOP. India, we have fused SOP. This is actually very important, this SOP term, because GS means paper 2, they have explicitly written this particular term. Now, once we have understood the basic meaning of these terms, civil servants part of, I have just asked you, if you know it, you can post it in the comment section. They are part of legislature, executive or judiciary. Then there are other two terms also, political executive, permanent executive. So if they are part of executive, I don't know, I have no clue. If they are part of executive civil servants, then which executive, political executive or permanent executive? If you know it, again, post it in the comment section. Now let's move on. Let's come to the article. May 19, 2025, this is the article which we are talking about. Constitution is supreme, not judiciary or executive, as stated by Honorable Chief Justice of India, B.R. Gavai sir, where he is saying this. And then what is the basic meaning of this? So he has said this in Mumbai. We are not going into the program which was organized with due respect to this program. We are focusing on the terms which are important from in this particular article. So he is saying that there is supremacy of constitution. There are three organs, legislature, executive and judiciary. We have talked about these three organs. All these three organs, they are equal. There is no supremacy as such. All these three are equally needed. They are equal. There is no like hierarchy as such. And if we want to say something is supreme, that is constitution. Neither judiciary nor executive is supreme. Now, see, understand one thing. There are certain things which actually happens in life, and then there are idealistic thoughts. So many people also believe that these all these thoughts like legislature, executive, and judiciary, they are like all equal. This is an idealistic thought. In real time scenario, in real life scenario, in whatever is happening right now around us, that gives us an impression that one of these organs is actually having a greater say on the other two organs. What is that organ? Again, that can vary from people to people. We'll talk about it. So now, but our CJI is saying that none of these three organs are supreme. Constitution is supreme. So do you think Constitution is supreme, or do you think no, this, executive is supreme, or judiciary is supreme, or we the people of India, we are supreme? So three organs. The second question is three organs: legislature, executive, and judiciary. Do you think they're equal, or do you think executive has more say in how things run in our country? If you ask my opinion, I personally feel, okay, I don't feel anything. So three organs equal. If you feel anything, because see, if I feel something, it can create problems for me in future. But if you are feeling something, you can post it in the comment section. You don't have to worry about too many things. I do. So okay, so let's talk about other stuff. So other stuff also, which was stated by Honorable CJI sir. So he said Constitution is supreme. He said all these three organs are equal: legislature, executive, and judiciary. Do you think these are just idealistic thoughts, or do you think this is the reality, sir? And whatever Honorable CJI sir is saying is the actual truth. So now I have given you the basic idea about legislature, executive, judiciary, SOP, very important. There's one MCQ, there will be three MCQs. Let's go one by one. So this is a question on separation of power. Please, sir and ma'am, once this particular lecture is done, your homework is to read about SOP, separation of power, make proper notes on it. This is very important from UPSC pre as well as mains perspective. So which of the following statement is correct with reference to SOP, strictly followed in India as in US? There is no separation of power in Indian Constitution. India follows a functional SOP among legislature, executive, and judiciary. The judiciary is subordinate to the legislature and executive in India. MCQ 2. Recently, Chief Justice of India, B.R. Gavai, emphasized the supremacy of which of the following in a public address: judiciary, executive, legislature, or constitution? MCQ 3. With reference to separation of powers, consider the following statement. Indian Constitution provides for a rigid separation of power. The principle of checks and balances is inherent in the Indian constitutional scheme. Which of the above statement is our correct? One only, two only, C both, D neither one nor two. So what do you think is the answer? If you know the answer, you can post the answer of all these three questions in the comment section. I will share this particular PDF along with the answer of these three MCQs in this Telegram channel of mine, Fun Study with Shubh, because study should be fun. Very good. Okay. Yeah, Fun Study with Shubh. Also, please, sir and ma'am, if you are preparing for UPSC 2026 and you have to be very, very serious here, you can join and you should join our May evening batch. The batch has just started, and this will help you a lot. Let's say you are feeling like, I don't know how to proceed further in different areas, or I feel like history is not my weak of strong forte, or I'm having issues in economy, and you can have multiple such thoughts, right? If you are facing such issues, if you feel like you need mentorship, you need guidance, we are there for you. You can join our May evening batch. Batch has just started. You can use my code SHS Live to get maximum discount. It includes Prelims and Mains Residential Program. Oh my God, I'm stammering. If you clear UPSC pre 2026, we will initiate full refund for you. And this actually means a lot. I have always reiterated this particular point that this is very rare. Very few institutes do that. And if we are telling you we will do that, that means, because see, something we have given you in written, and you'll be making us proud, you'll be making yourself proud, but the things are still not fully done. After pre, you have mains and interview. So that's why this is P2I, prelims to interview, includes interview guidance program. There will be a monthly test. If you are performing, or if you're topping that particular test rather, you will get 11,000 reward. So there are so many things which are there in this particular batch. Join at the earliest, and I'm not kidding here. Sometimes I do, here I'm not. So that's it from me, sir and ma'am. If you have any views on this particular topic, if you have any views even on like May evening batch, how to join, you will see the pinned comment. You can go to the description box. There is a number there. There is a link there. So you can, click on it. Plus, if you have any suggestions or any thoughts on this particular issue, you can post it in the comment section along with the answer of the three MCQs I asked. So that's it from me. Take care. Be blessed. I will see you soon. Tata. Bye bye.